Hey, morning. So, this is going to be a little bit different from my usual stuff. I'm just trying to get back to basics and create simpler content. I enjoy it more. I'm sorry I don't have one of these, you know, self stabilizing gimbal cameras or whatever. I need to get one of those things. Anyway, this video is about building human led businesses augmented with AI. What do I mean by that? I'm just like I'm kind of sick of the narrative out there right now of replacing the businesses should just be replacing human beings with AI automations and all this stuff. Okay, I understand. And I get it. And this is a lot of the stuff that I actually think about and I'm interested in. I am interested in automating away tedious tasks. Well, I'm a one man business, really, so I'm not hiring, really firing. I work with contractors and stuff like that. And that's not really the point of this video. So automating away certain things, absolutely. Get rid of the boring stuff. And that's kind of where I'm getting to with this video is that if you're a small creator, if you're a small business, if you're a one man or one woman shop, the key to that kind of business to scale it past, I don't know, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, is to be out in front of that business, to be the face, to be the brand, to be the person that leads it. And what I'm seeing right now is just a lot of people who want to remove themselves from the equation, gleefully, they just want to automate everything and use AI for everything. It's a race to the bottom. I know this for certain. It is a race to the bottom. Your business will eventually, I think, just be submerged. And that motherfucker goes down the street every day at like 80 miles an hour. That pisses me off. So yeah, getting back to what, sorry. If your whole business revolves around putting out AI content, replacing humans who should be in the loop at the right places with AIs, I don't think we're there yet. I mean, I'm sure we'll be there eventually, but then will it even be a business? And if everything that you do is AI, you're in a race to the bottom. Let me explain what I mean. Before ChatGPT came out and was mainstream, like, do you guys remember that moment when they really released like their consumer facing product and the world caught up? So a lot of us marketers had been using it already for a good couple years in the form of GPT-3 and even earlier, and we were using it to scale SEO content. So I had a 6-figure SEO business that I built that I scaled with AI content. And again, this was way before ChatGPT was cool. And that really, really worked for a little while. Like, I remember at one point I had built a spreadsheet that had GPT in it. And, with the click of the button, I wrote 1,000 articles, review articles on, I think it was crypto exchanges or something like that. And I had figured out all the tricks and the bells and the whistles to stuff my affiliate link into that so that there was really not much editing process. And we were just removing the editors and the content creators. And ultimately, I was removing myself and my voice and everything that I knew about that business from the content. And we were just removing, and replacing with scaled, automated, machined content. And that shit worked for a little while because nobody else had that edge yet. And that's the key, right? The key is edge. And so if you're somebody who has figured out in a world of SEO where, just building content matters, and getting it out there more and more and publishing more and more matters. And you have a good process and you know everything that you need. Oh, that's an edge. I mean, shit, we just went to the moon. And then we just collapsed. Because then everybody figured it out, right? And then what you have is you lose your edge. And that's the problem with AI. AI is going to take everybody's edge. It's going to take your edge for your video creation. It's going to take the editor's edge. It's going to take every single edge. And the only person with an edge left is OpenAI, Google, and all the product owners, the people who are building that infrastructure. And what is left is people who thought they had something cool, thought they had an awesome edge. But what they really have is just an ecosystem of slop, garbage, fluff, and nonsense. Okay. So what's left? Now, circling back to building human-led businesses. So this part is key, I think. Because at the end of the day, like, to me, I don't know about for you guys, but a business revolves around certain things. It's providing value to a marketplace, and in a funny way, it's having a trade deficit. I know that's kind of a hot button thing at the moment. You have something, somebody else wants to buy it. You're not always, at parity with each other, and that's the point of business. And the second thing I think that is critical to me is people connecting with people. People buy from people. And that's where I think it's going just drastically wrong. I see so many people out here who are caught up in the hype of building AI businesses, and to them, what the message is to them is just that I don't have to be involved in this. I can just automate some processes, walk away. Yeah, and some of them are doing it, and they're killing it. That they will be right back where I was 2 years ago when it all came crashing down, because they have no edge. There's no edge in automated scaled content for creators, just zero. So my suggestion, my long rambling ramp. I love this tree, by the way. No machine can create that. My suggestion, find ways to augment the human side of your business. And here's the reason why, okay? You will just sell more. Have you heard the phrase, know, like, and trust? I had to pause it real quick because I walked by my homie's house. Okay, know, like, and trust is a phrase that's commonly tossed around by marketers. And it just means simply that people buy from people who they know, like, and trust. Okay, the reason Alex Hormozi sold a bajillion of his books or whatever is because he had front-loaded that business so hard with know, like, and trust, because his videos are, they're just really, he does a lot of editing and cool stuff, but what people are connecting to is him, his thoughts, his ideas, who he is, his experience, his background, his narrative, his story, going, gym launch and all these things that he scaled on. People connected with that. So when he introduced a product in front of them, it went berserk. Do you think that if his channel had just been a faceless YouTube channel, automated garbage, and then he had put 100 million, I can't remember the name of his book all of a sudden, and he had put his book in front of that faceless channel, that he would have done the numbers that he did? No. And of course, there's a lot of variables here that I'm not mentioning. He has an audience. He's got a very tight business strategy, all these things. But at the end of the day, people know, like, and trust Alex Hormozi. They don't know, like, and trust whatever AI is faking his content. Like, you'll see a million fake channels out there that are faking his style, and they're just garbage. They're not doing those numbers, I promise you. So the only point of this video, right? Yes, use AI. Use it to augment who you are, what you're doing, and what you're selling, not to replace you. Do not replace you, because in so doing, you will have completely undermined your edge. And in a year or 2 years, when your business goes to zero, because it will, because things like agencies and services and knowledge businesses and all this kind of stuff, they will have no edge in that economy. What you will have left is yourself. And a lot of fucking people, sorry, I flipped that around in my head. If you've done the work of front loading who you are and building that know, like, and trust, in a year from now, when the edge of creating whatever you create is gone, people will still have that connection to you, and you can build new things around them. All right, peace out. I'm going to get my cap.